At the beginning here, everybody, let's hold three fingers up for weed, everybody. Three fingers up for weed, forward. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got it. All right, that's our thank you poster here. And it's Weeds Day, everybody. We're really blessed to have Dr. Detroit in the house, Russell, and Canna Nurse, and Crazy Pop Mom. We'll see who else shows up. Sorry it took so long to get going. The combustion of all the engines seemed to be, maybe it was the hurricane in California. Maybe it's my you can see my shirt moving because I've got my green screen on behind me, and I've got a green screen on my T-shirt because there's a green cross here, and nobody should be in jail for pot. Everybody, it's really important to remember that and to make that your mantra. Is that nobody should be in jail for pot. It's really horrible, and it's draconian. Is that the word?
Draconian.
It's draconian. Okay. And super lobian, so I'm really upset that I can't get all of my technology together today, but I tried, and we're really blessed to have you today. Let's start off by introducing everybody. Russell, say hi.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
and
Howdy from
and you're a
Texas.
survivor. You're a survivor with cannabis.
Yo, cannabis and psilocybin.
Fantastic. So you're an advocate.
Big time.
So Russell from Texas, and we have Mike Whitty. Tell us a little bit about yourself and introduce yourself, and then we'll move around the horn.
Well, I taught at Seattle in '06 and got involved with the November Coalition and the Hemp Fest with Vivian McPeak and State Rep Roger Goodman. But I had history with Jack Harrar and Dennis Perone, who I met at a rainbow gathering. I've spoken at Hash Bash in Ann Arbor and been on the faculty of Oaksterdam University in Oakland. And I'm going to miss the Ethnio Fest in Ann Arbor in September. It's annual, and I'll be in the Bay Area most of September. I've been active when I taught at University of San Francisco and SF State in Santa Clara and Brownie Mary Democratic Club in California and Americans for Safe Access in San Francisco. And my main passion has been the psychological and spiritual benefits of cannabis. I've given many talks on that, and it seems to lift all boats. It enlarges our framework of why we're in this journey together, what our karma has brought us to something sweet and bigger than we imagined. The original idea of higher consciousness is facilitated by cannabis. And I'm trying to get our niche vote somewhere on the map to put cannabis reform and prisoner liberation front and center for the national government, not be lost in the laundry list of disasters in our world. And we have some solutions to calm people and cure people and give people a more generous, open-hearted approach to their own lives and more trust in their future and in this world. So I'd like to see us talk a little bit about how we can kind of show up on the map of the primaries in both parties and all parties, and to maybe pressure Biden a little bit while we're at it in the primaries. I'd like to, if there's Californians closer than I am to Marianne Williamson, I'd like to know if she's good on our issues or half baked on them. We have to have some tools to have a little bit more heft in the society. I mean, there are more smokers. The only people that have more are the gun owners. So we ought to have some weight along the lines of a serious lobby. And I don't quite see the cohesion.
You mean our coalition has to get busy?
Yes, yes, indeed. And free the prisoners
So
and free
so it's up to people like us and blogs like ours and days that we're talking about this to get this word out and to let everybody know that in numbers we can do a million march to the White House.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
know, which sounds great to me because we need to raise the awareness. And so let me put myself onto the center here with you. Is so we are definitely working ourselves on producing a we're going to be producing a concert with 42,000 people at Oakland Coliseum in the near future. We want Willie Nelson before he leaves the planet. We want Snoop Dogg. We want all the cannabis-friendly musicians to raise money and awareness through film. We want 420 children to be sponsored by Kodak to do the documentary, and then through film, throw it at Biden. Through film, throw it at the world. Get Netflix to agree. There's plenty of weed shows on Netflix and other public venues, but they laugh at it. They don't talk about people in jail. They don't talk about the inequality of it. They don't talk about making hemp plastic, and doing it for car doors like BMW and everybody is doing, So not everybody. It needs to be done. I mean, the takeout one-off packaging you get from the store to buy a salad with, and then you throw it away after you put it in a bowl, should be made out of hemp, so it's biodegradable, and they should upgrade and start that immediately. When they say that one guy bought a sports team for $6 billion, a billion is a million, is 1,000 million. And how long would it take to figure out how to make a disposable container out of hemp that is bio incredible and bio responsible, so we can leave our children with the ability to not have any more landfill? My father dealt with landfill. He wanted to put 1 million gallons of water and float all the trash, and all the heavy stuff would sink, and then the light stuff he would skim off and be able to store it, so it is a trash problem and it is a bash problem.
And Jeff, you've got a brilliant idea. If we could bridge over to the environmental movement, it's the cause of the young people. If we could be more multi-issue and see the application of cannabis to many causes and many fields, we'd have a broader united front of allies. And did I hear you say your first choice for the venue of your this wonderful celebration and fundraiser is Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California?
We already talked to Oakland Coliseum a year and a half ago, and they said that Snoop sold out in 2019, and then they had COVID, and so Snoop is ready to go. He sold out, and so we don't have him yet, but we're inches from him, and we really want to put our words out to Snoop and to people that are around him and to other people. We don't need the performers to charge us their full fee, because it's for gosh sakes, the prisoners. It's for their relief fund.
Certainly,
yeah,
certainly.
It's a charity event.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking to the Oaksterdam University people where I taught for many years, and I'm going to see them in 2 weeks. Can I bring this idea to the East Bay people and to the greater San Francisco area?
I will send you our sponsor deck, and I will send you a video, and I will send you everything that I have. And
Okay.
and what's the lady that runs Oaksterdam?
Gail Sky Jones.
Right, Gail and I are friends.
Gail Sky Jones and Jeff
Dale,
Jones. Jeff Jones.
Gail and I are friends. We're totally friends, and I don't talk to her daily. I haven't offered her this, but in power, in numbers, we can make this concert happen, and it'll be the first annual. Then every year we'll come together. It'll be our Hemp Fest. It'll be our Prisoner Fest, and we'll bring the prisoners in a dragon, and we'll come up on stage and release the dragon, where the prisoners are the legs of the dragon. And so I've got this all organized to my point, and now we have to do 501. We have to get everything organized so we're legit, and it happens. It just is time, as you say.
Yeah. And there's Dale Geringer and Cal Normal, East Bay. There's a lot of allied groups that are pretty well connected, networked well to find those extra donors, deep pockets, and allies to help us fill the stadium and do all the things that you have to organize.
We're going to have, when my heart knew that Oakland was right, when the lady told me, the lady I was talking to, Pamela or whatever her name was, Patricia, that there was 42,000 seats. That's like 420. It's like I just went berserk. I went berserk. So everybody, I've got a FCP lovely logo on my forehead I can't get rid of today, but it's me, Jeff Eichen. We're on Weeds Day. It's Women in Weeds Day today, and having some computer issues today, and so we're just blessed to be online today at all. I'm going to share our screen now, Mike, and we'll get back to you. I promise.
Okay.
Everybody, welcome Mike here, and come back to the gallery.
I love listening to Mike.
Canamom, tell us a little bit about how you're feeling and what you have to say for Women in Weeds Day. Tell us about women, how that empowers you.
I was going to say that I've been experiencing the unjustification of this weed thing since I was 10 years old, because my brother was supposed to go to Florida with me on the airplane. And because he had a weed charge on him, and only a weed charge on him, he wasn't allowed to go with me. I was 10. They were like, get on the airplane by yourself. I'd never left my house before, let alone freaking get on an airplane by myself. So I'm still devastated, and I'm very old now and still shouldn't be, but I am. So I've been like paying attention to this since I was 10. And the Women in Weeds, watch us grow, because it's amazing. Because we've got some love that we can put into our plants that I don't think a lot of people can do. So that's what I say for Women in Weed for today. Check out our grows, because wow.
There's a Michigan group called the WEEDSDAYS, and it's a women's-led group, and they're very dynamic, working with Americans for Safe Access. They're doing a harvest festival in our state capital. So there are probably a lot of similar feminist groups in cannabis consciousness all across the world, especially USA and Canada.
That's fantastic. Great. Well, Pop Mom is in Canada.
I did a deal for Americans for Safe Access. Americans for Safe Access is great. I did a 7-minute video on how I came back from open heart surgery and how it helped me. Americans for Safe Access is a class act.
Oh, great. I just had a pacemaker.
So everybody, this is Russell. Russell's in Texas, everybody. Is it hot there?
Mike. I'm on my 4th pacemaker, buddy. We need to talk.
Yeah, you had one too, eh?
I'm on my 4th one. I had 5-way open heart surgery, and I came back after using 6,000 milligrams CBD, and I started microdosing. I've got a really good story on my journey with whole plant medication. Well, I'm on my 4th pacemaker, sir.
Oh, man. Listen, after the show's over, Jeff can help match us, and we can get on the phone and share our hearts. Our open hearts.
I have my own YouTube channel about cannabis and heart health.
Yeah, that's important. That's important. Can I ask you one more question? Because you have some history that I have not experienced. I fainted with AFib, hit my head, had some internal bleeding, and I learned that, well, at least some say THC is a blood thinner, and it doesn't go well with the Eliquis. Do you feel that THC is a blood thinner, or am I mistaken?
Honestly,
should you be careful with weed when you're dealing with the heart or with the head?
Well, I also have a traumatic brain injury, Mike, so this is great that we're talking. The THC helps me forget about a lot of stuff. The CBD is what helped me with the blood thinning. The CBD helped me with the inflammation, and I had it specially made for me. But the doctors are still studying me. Every morning at 5:30, my pacemaker does a download, no matter where I'm at in the world. I have to be around Wi-Fi, and my doctors are loving it. The doctor that saved me is from India, and he's pro cannabis. And not only do I use the oil, I use the wax. I use every form of cannabis I can. I eat it. I do a lot. But yes, sir, I'd be glad to talk to you, because I'm a walking miracle. I'm a walking billboard, and that's why me and Jeff do what we do. I want to tell my story to people like the Biden administration. And show them I got off opiates, benzodiazepines, and I came back from open heart surgery using whole plant medicine.
Wow, that's a tremendous story. And you had 4 pacemaker procedures?
Yes, sir. I'm on my 4th one. My first one went bad in 2012, and they had to move it to the right side and add 2 extra wires because it really messed my heart up. I was awarded like $1.6 million in the Affordable Care Act gave me 10 grand and said, "Get out. You're lucky you won." That was just the beginning. Then I got my third one in 2018, and I died. I died 2 weeks later. It saved me, brought me back, but I burnt that pacemaker up before August. I got shocked so many times. So now they implanted the fourth one. It's good for 2 more years. But my pacemaker also is my sinus node. Okay. And for people that don't understand sinus node, that's the heart's rhythm center. Okay. You got your chambers. Mine was destroyed from chemotherapy and years of abuse of opiates. So now my pacemaker does my rhythm. And like I said, I'm a walking miracle. I'll be glad to help you. There's a
Yeah.
reason that you meet people on here like this.
Yes. Thank you, sir. That's wonderful.
I
My,
just love telling my story. That's all I do. I'm a former athlete, an airline professional, and all I want to do is tell my story.
my mother used to say to me, "You're lucky you're alive."
I am very lucky that I faced death, and it changed me. And I love what you said about consciousness, because
Yes.
now I'm a completely different person.
Yes,
My
sir.
consciousness is completely different. But I don't want to take up all the time. I'll be glad to help you, Mike. I
Thank
love
you.
what you've been saying. The organizations that you represent, I'm familiar with, like Americans for Safe Access. Keep talking, brother. I'm loving it. When you need
Thank you.
help with your pacemaker, any questions, I'll make sure you can contact me after the show. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, brother.
Hey, okay, everybody. This is Jeff Eichen here. We're on Weeds Day, and we're going to keep cooking here. I'm going to share my screen with you. Canna Nurse, give us your story a little bit, and welcome. It's Women in Weeds Day. We love having your lovely accent and who you are to share with us why nobody should be in jail for pot and what women are doing to help.
Women in Weeds Day, we love you so much. Here's my heart for you. Women in Weeds Day, you not only watch us grow, you watch us team up together because the Cannolution is here. You might have had a revolution in time, but this is the Cannolution in high time. And when the women get together and the mothers care, there is nothing that can stop the power of a mother's love. And when that mother's love gets into the earth and gets into the nature and gets into each other, humanity not only has hope again, we have a whole new dimension. You talk about a new dawning. Well, I could go on forever about the puns here, but I'm not going to. And the Reader's Digest condensed version that is not out on print is that I too am a patient that suffered a great deal of misjudgment and misdiagnosis at a young age. And it was due to my being young. And we thought it was a million different things. But in the 80s, when you're sick and you're losing your hair and you're bleeding and you're dying and you're not eating, you have AIDS. And nobody wants to touch you, nobody wants to hug you, nobody wants to come near you. They sure don't want to call on you, and they don't want to check on you when you're in the hospital. And if you don't have that, then you have cancer. And no matter what, it's going to be heinous. Whatever they're going to do to you, whatever they're going to try to do for you, it's going to be terrible. And the outcome is going to be what they call prognosis. And your prognosis is going to be a colostomy, a full one, not a partial. And you can look forward to all of this if you make it to your 27th birthday. And I asked the nurse, how old am I? She said, you're 24. And I didn't find out until I was in my 40s that I had actually been poisoned with arsenic. And I survived it because of cannabis and because God decided it wasn't my time. And I too faced my death because I was in the hospital for such a long time. And they eventually ran out of treatment and knowing what to do to throw out this mysterious disease because we had no clue what we were chasing. And they took out my gallbladder and that didn't help. And then they took out this and that wasn't helping. And things were failing and we didn't know. We did not know. And so I had to face what can I take with me? Nothing. What do I do with everything? Give it up. What do I believe in? What is coming next? As a nurse, as somebody who's been in medical for a long, long time and around the elderly, and I was a volunteer, and now here I am, a patient in my own care with tubes everywhere and the machine that goes bing. And the difference is cannabis. And I too believe in every form of it, from bath water to oil every single day in the navel at nighttime. If you don't know about that, take your dropper, whoever you are, put it in your oil. Make sure it isn't distilled with alcohol, please. Make sure it's vegan if you can. And put it into a dropper and put it into your navel and into your feet and your hands and your face, and you will have the most deep and lovely of sleep. And I could go on forever, but basically, women in weed, when we are the women, and we have a special something in each and every one of us. That's why we were brought to this earth. That's why we're different. That's why we are women. That's why we are what we are, and that is why we were born what we were born. And we have a special chemical that when we come together, we form a higher love, a higher understanding, a higher pathway. And there's no stopping the power of a higher love, especially when it comes from the heart. And that's what we women stand for. Women in weed, we love you. This is for you. And we love you, and we love each and every one of you. And I support all my sisters and all my brothers, all of you everywhere, in every way.
That's our beautiful canon nurse, Natasha, Jeannie 420, and we're really blessed to have everybody here. I'm going to do our intro right now, like halfway through the show. It'll be fun to do it this way, and here we go. So everybody get ready for our intro, and here we go. Just speak up if you can't hear it, and here we go. Let's see if I can do this without any back office. Here we go. We're gonna go boom, and we're gonna go up to the top here, and we're gonna go boom. Boom. Hello everybody, I'm talking to you, the people that run this cannabis industry, all the hempsters, all the medical people, and all the growers and the entrepreneurs. Please everybody, let's keep a mindful eye on our prisoners all day long, all week long, every day and night until we bring all of our prisoners home and we end prohibition. My aim is true, and I just want to wear my green suede shoes to every event, and shoes made out of hemp. The Portuguese guys that I met in Colorado were epic, and they're making a beautiful line of shoes. Just start putting your money into hempcrete, build homes out of it, build your ADU out of it, and get the medicine to your grandmama. And to people that don't know about the combination of CBD and Rick Simpson oil and things like that, I'm not advocating that. I'm just sharing with you what I know to be true as the magic bullet for some people. You have to know that it's right for you. So find your strain and get it in your brain. Love and light to everybody on this day. Join us today for an awesome show and beautiful people that are going to talk about the future, the present, and we're going to wipe out the past. Welcome, Women in Weed today. Yes, a global event. We look forward to ending prohibition together with our new partnership with the U.S. Weed Channel, a long time and a great partnership with Shane Duell and his gang, and we're excited. And we're also getting together with Little Spike TV. We're really excited. Thank you, Spike. And get ready for next weekend for Sean Kemp at Katana Fest. That's this weekend, Renton, actually, near everybody, Seattle. At the Fest. As we go back in our memories of all of the OGs we have ever surgery, met, and I'm okay, everybody, with minor Radiotron, iced tea. But we're not going to make my path has been so blessed with so many people, and now we have the Green Farming. We're going to end prohibition, everybody. Let's get this party started. Green Farming, let's get it going. This is episode 169. pardon my back office today. Everything's great, and we feel really empowered to have Women in Weeds Day and to have a great show, everybody. We're welcoming Dr. Detroit.
People speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from
my apologies
behind.
for the Cantana Festival. It's going to be excellent. There's going to be 3 stages or 2 stages or 1 stage and lots of musicians, and Sean Kemp and Redman are going to be there, some reggae music, and the lineup's going to be excellent in Renton. So go to cantanafestival.com, if not org, and you'll find them. And it is not basic. There's more 3D coming, because I have all the 3D ready to go, but I can't lift anything, and my helpers are few and far away, so I'm going to stay home and work for the Wooden Boat Festival, everybody. But let's go down and play our other slideshow from another festival I was at. I made this slideshow this morning, and check this slideshow out, everybody, and tell me if anybody should be in jail for a plant. Those 2 ladies do the Shark Tank. They give $1 million to a company to put their product to the market.
Herbal ecstasy is the pure essence flowing straight from her. And seasonal sea, she's good noon, night, for day morning. People say she ain't right, say she can't help my mentals, heal my body. Well, I don't know what they smoke, my bread, my weed, my trillers on point, yeah. Oh, this Mary Jane. No lies, so fire, treat you right. All kinds, colors, tight, what you like. Just spark the flame and let her in. Got your pot, weed, marijuana, summer smoke is everywhere.
Crazy.
Mary Jane. I don't understand why they say you shouldn't smoke.
Everybody belongs in jail.
There has been no one to take me up and out of here. It's a million hours since ignited. A beautiful herbal essence he has given. So many flavors, you know.
Foundation.org.
Road is Mary Jane. No lie, treat you right. All kinds, all types, what you like. Just spark the flame and let her in. Country wine, weed, marijuana, summer smoke is everywhere.
So it's not about the next show, everybody. It's about
Alcohol is killing people.
the film.
Cigarettes remind me. Giving bills for any reason. It's all a profit, real illegal killing. Alcohol is killing people. Cigarettes never needed. Giving bills for any reason. It's all a
Everybody.
profit, real
Like,
illegal killing.
Twitter. I believe Oh, Shane, where are you? Shane's gonna help everybody put the concert on.
That's how you make good dabs right there.
You know,
Hell yeah.
those
Yes, Nana was trying to get on. Can you see if you can help Nana?
Panicon, everybody. Happy Women in Weeds Day, everybody. And just remember, thank you, Smokeahanas, for beautiful royalty-free music and for what you do. And I'm going to come back now, and we're going to roll to the end of our show here. See if I can get my mouse over to us.
Jeff, would you like to bring Nana on?
Yeah, of course. Of course, we
She
would
was
like to
having
bring
difficulties. She was having difficulties. Can you try to reach her?
Yeah, hang on just a minute. Hang on. So we are going to go Zoom meeting, speaker view. We're going to go gallery view. Okay. So we're going to go boom, 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 and bring us on. I lost our window with all of us. Is everybody here still?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Cool. So I am. So do I need to give Nana a link?
Yeah, you need to give her some help. I don't know. She was having difficulties.
But where is she? Is she on Facebook right now?
She messaged me through Facebook, so she must be.
Send her the link because I can't get onto my Chrome right now. My Chrome will not open up. There's something blocking me from opening that. And so just do that and we'll be good to go. Let's see here. Mute, stop, switch camera, start share, copy, full screen, keep on top, enter minimal view, speaker view, boom. Okay, cool. Everybody, this is Jeff Eichen here, and we are still in the doldrums here of getting everything to pop up and to show live. Dr. Detroit, come on in for a second.
Okay.
We love you, and we're really honored to have you today. Tell us a little bit about your lineage. When did you smoke pot for the first time?
Well, when I was at Syracuse University back in, gee whiz, the 70s, and I came across John Sinclair and his White Panther Party and the Rainbow Party, and Jack Harrar, who came to the Hash Bash in Ann Arbor and stayed with it for 50 years, all the way to realizing that the hippie dream included higher consciousness, and a higher consciousness, like our friend from Texas, can reframe how we live the rest of our lives. If we live one day at a time with gratitude and appreciation of our day, we don't have to fear the future. We can have inner peace, and we can be more peaceable folks like Stephen Gaskin and the farm. We can be peaceable to the outside world. We can trust ourselves to life, and we can trust life itself, and we can bring optimism to our species and hope for the future. And we can make a bigger difference, not only in healing ourselves physically and mentally and emotionally, but we can have more compassion for life itself. We can be a better species on this planet. We can accept ourselves and accept life. We can have an attitude of gratitude, and we can cross all these other boundaries. You all know, all of us have met so many people we would never have met in our lives except for cannabis. People of different class and ethnic and racial backgrounds, people from different temperaments, different points of view. We cross back and forth across more territory than almost any other cultural movement. We get along. We get along. So we could be healers in this politics of hatred. We need a politics of love. And you know, to me, that's a basic idea of bringing the love from your own heart, not only to heal yourself, but to heal the world and be more forgiving of yourself and others and underreact to the crises and tough times like our pal from Texas had with a lot of his heart, but it helped open his heart and make him a better human being. So sometimes the tough times are meant to help us see our place in the world more humbly, but more lovingly. So, boy, if we can't bring some more love back to this world, and it's so badly needed, we don't want to dwell in fear and hatred. That's not good for our mental health or our bodies. And we don't want to be totally pessimistic about the future. You got kids and grandkids that will keep the march going if we keep encouraging and inspiring them with our bravery and our courage to stand up to the cops, the jails, and the jailing of people who are not doing themselves any harm with a little bit of cannabis. I mean, for God's sake, it's safer than alcohol. And we don't just go to these big football games and jail every beer drinker at a tailgate party and sentence them to the state penitentiary. Why should we mess with somebody who's having a puff on a joint or a dab here or a dab there? It's good for what ails you. And the man, God, that good pal from Texas, he said it so beautifully in the show today.
Amen, brother.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, the gospel that you speak of is really important, and it's important for us to share with the planet. Through technology, we can do that. Through union, we can do that. Through a million-person march, we can do that. Today is Weeds Day for Women in Weed. We honor the women that are navigating equal pay on the planet, you know, and not to be in jail for pot either, you know. So I focus my my intentional life and career on the you know, who we are and where we're going and what we're doing to help to end prohibition for Jack Harrers like terror, for Jack's, you know, dream with the you know, with the incredible book that he wrote.
Way, guys, I am smoking on some Jack Herrera today. I wanted to mention that.
Wait, but it's terror. Remember, like terror. Okay,
Jack Herrera.
Can everybody see me? Can everybody see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Jack Herrera, like terror, and so everybody, that's the book, and I've got the box set here, and so yeah, we want to fulfill Jack's dream, but it's all of our dreams. Mike, do you know if there was any mention of weed in the Bible?
Well, there's been plenty of reference to the use of healing in ceremonial healing of traditional cultures in the tribal era before we had nations and religions. There was tribal councils, and people used herbs and plants and natural healing, just like the animals do with the plants and the deer and all our friends. The Bible has a place in the Old Testament of reference to cannabis in a number of places where it was accepted. In the simplest thing, when I pilgrimaged to India in the ashrams, I'd see the sadhus sit on the side of the road with a chillum and smoke hash at the bus stops and right on the street. So it's in all the cultures in some form or another.
What's the history of hash? How was that derived? in the early days? I mean, how did they figure it out that they needed to make hash?
Boy, you've got a question I can't answer directly, but I know those sadhus must have gotten a hold of it and found a way to distill it. Well, isn't that what we do sometimes? Concentrates, and that's the term, not today.
Yeah.
The hash is a concentrate, isn't it?
Hash is a great concentrate when, especially in Europe. It's very, very popular still in Europe because the Turks. But Jeff, in answer to your question, they pressed it so they could travel with it, and it lasted a lot longer. It preserved it. The hash in Afghanistan is probably some of the best hash I've ever smoked. But anytime I've ever been going back to Europe, there's always different kinds of hashes, and it just makes sense. They pressed it to preserve it, and they pressed it to make it stronger, and they pressed it to travel with it. It lasted forever when it was in that block.
That's an excellent way to capture it. Very good.
Right. That's a good answer. That they did that to preserve it, but it made it more potent and delicious, right? Yeah, you know.
Have you guys ever
And
made
if you
bubble
don't,
hash?
not me, no.
I got the bubble hash bags, and it's wonderful. And when people smoke it, we'll use my terp pen, and they're like, "Where did you get this?" I'm like, "I made it with ice and water."
Right.
One of the oldest ways, you just keep moving it around and press it through, press it through. I bought the bags on Amazon. It's called the Bag
Amazing.
Dude.
The
Look at
bag
what we're learning on
dude.
here.
The
let's
bag
make a
dude.
let's make a T-shirt. I bought the bags at Amazon. That'd be a fun T-shirt for the big rally, the prisoners rally.
From the bag dude. From the
I
bag dude.
bought a lot
Well,
of things on
everybody,
Amazon lately.
everybody, it's Weeds Day. Crazy Pop Mom, come back on for a second. I want to wish you happy birthday.
I'm here.
Happy
So,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Thank
So I'm going
you.
to sing you a song here. Put another candle on your birthday cake. You're going to make a wish today. So put another candle on your birthday cake. You're another year old today. You'll have some pie and sandwiches and lots of ice cream too. And then you'll dance the day away. I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You'll blow out the candles on your birthday cake. And then you'll make a wish today. So put another candle on your birthday cake. You're another year old today. Happy birthday to you. You're another year old today. So it was
And
Crazy Pop Mom's
make a cannabis cake too.
Oh, shit.
cannabis
Right?
cake.
It's the only
Hey,
cake I'm ever gonna eat.
hey. So blessings to you and to your world and to all the women in weed, everybody. I'm going to share my my screen. Crazy Pop Mom, since we got you on, any final words?
We're still working on getting the trays to Jeff because I'm going to wait for the jar stickers and I'm going to send everything all together. So it's a
Okay.
process because the mail is just ridiculous. So if anybody wants to send me some mail money so we all can get these jars there now, that'd be great. I'm just kidding. No, we're
So we're
working to
going
get the
to,
prisoners out with their jars. So the jars are going to put, like when you smoke, you put a little bit of change in your jar at the end of the month. You take your money out of the jar and you donate it to the prisoners, and they can use it for their commissary or maybe a hydro bill that they have to pay, that, you know, because they're in jail, they don't have all these funds. So this way we help them out. So that's what we're working on. Even though we don't talk about it all the time, there's always something behind the scenes that we are working on to help.
fantastic. Jeannie, any final words?
I just actually no. We need to understand that nobody belongs in prison for this man, and we need to heal each other. We're healers, not dealers, and remember that always.
Fantastic. Dr. Detroit, Mike Whitty, any
Yep.
final words from you?
Free the weed.
Absolutely.
Okay, that was a good Buckminster Fuller. He said less is more. So,
Yes, indeed.
Russell, any final words from you?
Yes, guys. We just got back from Puerto Vallarta with my wonderful wife. We did some filming for the documentary down there. And I have to say that the cannabis in Mexico just isn't up to par as the cannabis here in the United States.
All right.
So
Good to
we
hear.
got to get them some good seeds. Okay, everybody. I'm going to roll out of here. Let me get our, let's see if I can share screen here. I
And thank
may
you,
not
Jeff,
be able
for all the work you've done all these years.
Oh, I really appreciate you
Yes,
also.
thank you, Jeff.
Thank
We're
We
soul,
love you,
you.
Jeffrey.
we're soul brothers.
Mike, I'm
Thank you.
looking forward to talking to you later this afternoon. I'm going to physical therapy. Jeffrey will give you my phone number.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
I'll
very much.
contact you on Signal, okay?
All right.
God bless, brother. Thanks,
Take care.
everybody.
Love you. Be
Okay.
good.
Share
Back
screen
at
and
you.
do our
Stay safe,
rollout here.
everybody.
So, wow, you know what? I just got our our Zoom screen here, and everybody to everything popped up right at the end. So, love you, everybody, and I'm sharing my screen with you now. Can you see my screen, everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so everything just worked right at the end of the show, so it's okay. Life is full of twists and turns and everything. Let's just get the prisoners out and have a big concert. Help me with that, everybody. Let's make that a reality. 420's coming up, and if we can get a concert by 420, we have to raise a lot of money. Over, I mean, $1 million would be great. The concert stadium costs 500,000, so we want to honor the prisoners. So come on to me, all you wealthy, incredible superstars, musicians, VIPs, and pot people that
Can you help me
have
get off
million
here?
acres.
I can't see
So
that.
I was on the air last
I can't
night.
see the cursor.
Yeah, it's okay. I was on the air last night with at Clubhouse with all these growers at a Clubhouse room, and they were very intelligent, and all they want is clean, good product to give to the planet, not moldy and not compromised and not grown too fast. So they were talking in a great state. So I'm proud of our industry. If my parents can come home and have a Mai Tai from work and be responsible with it, this is our Mai Tai. So everybody, Jeff Eichen, Women in Weeds Day. Hello, everybody. I'm talking to you, the people that run this cannabis industry, all the hempsters, all the medical people, and all the growers and the entrepreneurs. Please, everybody, let's keep a mindful eye on our prisoners all day long, all week long, every day and night until we bring all of our prisoners home and we end prohibition. My aim is true, and I just want to wear my green suede shoes to every event, and shoes made out of hemp. The Portuguese guys that I met in Colorado were epic, and they're making a beautiful line of shoes. Just start putting your money into hempcrete, build homes out of it, build your ADU out of it, and get the medicine to your grandmama. And to people that don't know about the combination of CBD and Rick Simpson oil and things like that, I'm not advocating that. I'm just sharing with you what I know to be true as the magic bullet for some people. You have to know that it's right for you. So find your strain and get it in your brain. Love and light to everybody on this day. Join us today for an awesome show and beautiful people that are going to talk about the future, the present, and we're going to wipe out the past. Yes, a global event. We look forward to ending prohibition together with our new partnership with the U.S. Weed Channel, a long time and a great partnership with Shane Duell and his gang, and we're excited. And we're also getting together with Spike, Little Spike TV. We're really excited. Thank you, Spike. And get ready for next weekend for Sean Kemp at Katana Fest in Renton near Seattle. As As we go back in our memories of all of the OGs we have ever met, we remember where we've been. Radiotron, Ice-T. My path has been so blessed with so many people, and now we have the new green farming. We're going to end prohibition, everybody. Let's get this party started. Love you, everybody, on Women in Weeds Day. Jeff Akin, episode 169. And nope, use technology. It's the way it is. And parade. It's actually episode. I just keep on going. I mean, it's really connected. He's a beautiful soul. And
Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind.
Today we had Dr. Detroit, so thank you, everybody, and bless you and bless our incredible party that we are enjoying. We're enjoying, let's see if I can get our Zoom back here. We're enjoying meeting everybody. Here we go. We've got Crazy Pop Mom on still. So Crazy Pop Mom, love you. Thank you so much. No worries ever. And I appreciate you, and happy birthday, and navigating. And I'm blessed to be, out of bed today. So thanks, everybody. And see you next week. Crazy Pop Mom. Okay. And we want to say hi to Kim also. Hi, Kim.
I'm also glad that you're feeling better and that you're good and that you're here, because I told you would be, but I'm glad that you're here.
Everybody, I had a little surgery this week, and it was outpatient, and it's really beautiful, and I'm up. I've been icing and feeling good, and you can back channel me, and I'll give you some more details. So no gory details on the show. Happy Women in Weeds Day, everybody. I'm going to go now, and Ham Pam Parade.